Hi everyone, welcome to Yachting International Radio. It's Karine Rayson here from the Crew Coach, and I will be talking to you guys about belief systems. So the importance of belief systems is that they either serve us or they don't serve us. So the ones that don't serve us really limit ourselves in reaching our full potential in life, and they present continuous challenges and obstacles. So what we want to do is identify the belief systems that are not helpful. So where do belief systems come from? They come from our lived experiences, and also as we grow up as children and the way in which our parents see the world, we may adopt some of their belief systems. So it's really about how we see the world. So what our worldviews are, our perceptions in life about others or ourselves. So I'm going to give you an example of how a belief system may not serve me. So also I want to identify and share with you that associated with belief systems, we have thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. So if we're not aware of our thoughts, then it's very difficult to understand where our belief systems come from and how the two are correlated. So some of the thoughts I could be having that are unhelpful is I'm not good enough, or that person's better than me, I will never get this job, why me, why is life so hard? So negative self-appraisals, negative thoughts, unhelpful thoughts. And what we want to do is essentially understand why we're having these thoughts. And through a process of psychotherapy or cognitive behavioral therapy, which is looking at how our thoughts impact our behaviors and how we feel about those particular thoughts, is the crux of the therapeutic treatment. So if I'm having those particular unhelpful thoughts, the way in which we can find how it's correlated through a belief system is asking ourselves very important questions. So some of those questions would be, how are those thoughts supported? So we need to look for the evidence to support those belief systems. So if I have a belief system that I'm not good enough, then where's the evidence to support that I'm not good enough? And if our worldview believes that we're not good enough, what we tend to do and what the brain tends to do is our brain sees it as a truth. So therefore, everything that we see, a situation, an interaction, we will then internalize it as going back to our belief system, I'm not good enough. So if I was walking down the street and I saw someone that I knew and they didn't wave to me, then I might revert back to my belief system. She doesn't care about me, he doesn't care about me, therefore I'm not good enough. So we really, really need to understand how our thoughts are influenced by our belief systems. So going back to looking for the evidence. So we really need to challenge those thoughts and create new belief systems that are adaptive. So if I go, hold on a minute, maybe at times I may not feel good enough, but at other times I have increased in confidence when I'm on the dance floor, for example. I feel extremely confident, I feel good about myself, but maybe in other situations I don't. But then what we're doing is we're challenging the belief system, I'm not good enough, as if it was associated with everything in our lives, and it's truly not, because we're identifying that there may be an area in our life where we actually feel quite high self-worth, high self-esteem. So it's really important to look towards the evidence. And using affirmations, that's really a good way of building our self-worth and our self-confidence, going back to that belief system, I'm not good enough. So yeah, that means that we have to practice, practice, practice. Beliefs don't change overnight. It requires determination, and just be aware that our belief systems aren't fixed. You know, we can challenge them. We can create new belief systems for ourselves that are helpful. So I'm going to go back to the belief system, I'm not good enough, and I'll show you how I can change it. So looking for the alternative. The old belief system, I'm not good enough, I may feel anxious, I may feel insecure, and people may say that I'm no good. And the way that I can look for the evidence is say particular thoughts to myself where I can dispel that particular thought. So I hope I'm not confusing you, but we're going back to the same thing. So if I say, I know if I work on my self-worth, my feelings of anxiety and insecurity will reduce over time. So it's not like I'll always feel insecure or always feel anxious as a result of not feeling good enough. Because there's times in my life where I don't necessarily feel those feelings all the time. So let's replace it with more of a positive core belief. So if I don't feel good enough, then maybe I can replace it with, let's think of, at times I may feel insecure, but I know that I am a good person and I've got a lot to offer. So where can I look for evidence to support that belief? So I can look at signs where other people have valued my work. I can look at praise that I've previously received. I can start focusing on the small wins that I've had in life. If I don't understand something, maybe I can ask for help instead of internalizing it and saying, it's my fault, I'm useless, I'm not good enough. I can start treating myself kindly. So by acting on these behaviors, with time, we'll start to see a change in our belief system, and we'll let go of that unhelpful belief system that doesn't serve us anymore and replace it with a more positive one. So yeah, that's my tip with regards to belief systems. It's something that requires a lot of work and a lot of practice, but just be mindful of your thoughts. If you have any negative or unhelpful thoughts, think about what this could be related to, where the belief system is connected to, whether it's through a trauma in your life, a breakup in your life, something that your parents did in the household, maybe some of the belief systems that they shared that you adopted, and how that's influenced your thinking and your behaviors. So as soon as you start a process of reflection and self-awareness, you're more likely to be able to change those unhelpful belief systems. Okay, if you've got any questions, please feel free to reach me. I've actually done a worksheet on this, on belief systems, where you can go through the process of identifying your unhelpful belief systems and replace it with more adaptive belief systems. So let me know if you're interested, and I will share the download. But thank you very much for joining me, Karine Rayson, at the Crew Coach at Yachting International Radio. Until next time, next week, Wednesday, I will speak to you then. Take care. Bye.